Cobblemon 1.5 has been out for exactly 2 months now, and I don't know about you guys, but I've really enjoyed catching new Pokemon, finding structures with brand new fossils, and marveling at beautiful new animations and particle effects. One of my favorite things about Cobblemon is how each update continues to get better and better, which got me thinking, how good will Cobblemon 1.6 be? Now, I'll preface this video by saying Heroku has already mentioned this update was going to be smaller and faster, but that doesn't stop my excitement or curiosity. So today, I'll be going through Cobblemon's Trello and Discord to try and speculate exactly what we might see in the Stellar Mod's new update. Alright you guys, we are on the official Cobblemon Trello page. Now, if you haven't seen any of my previous Trello videos, essentially what the Trello page is it's how the Cobblemon devs directly communicate with us exactly what is coming to the mod. Again, they have a completely transparent development through their GitHub and also now through this Trello, which they've been doing for quite a bit of time. As you can see, there's a lot of cool stuff on here. They'll show you the old stuff that is done, stuff that's ready for the next update, things that are being worked on, things that are in the planning phase, and things that they're not even really thinking about right now. It's pretty far in the future, but there are a couple things that are ready for the next update. So all of these things do say they'll be in a 1.5.3 update, which really could come at any time. So those being the Tumblestone block sets, so we can build with Tumblestone. I think they look really, really good, actually. I think these would look really sleek on a lot of builds. I'm really excited to see how maybe people build gyms with these things. I'm thinking like an ice-type gym with these, or a dark-type gym with the black Tumblestone, so could be really some really cool stuff. Then berry rebalances is also coming in the 1.5.3 update, where growth values are changed. They're nerfed bone meal, thank goodness, because I just use bone meal and I don't think that's fair because it's so easy to get. And better berry visual tweaks. I don't know if that's going to fix what exactly that's going to fix, but there's this picture and I don't really see how that's different. These might be I'm not really sure. A little smaller maybe. But yeah, I mean that's expected in the 1.5.3 update. I really don't make too many berry farms, so I'm honestly not too keen on how that's supposed to look. Next, we also have more held items coming in 1.5.3. So the Metronome, Protective Pads, Punching Glove, Room Server, Scope Lens, Shed Shell, Trade Extender, Throat Spray, Utility Umbrella, Wide Lens, and Zoom Lens. All these guys right here. I'm not really sure. I've played too much of the newest generations. I'm not sure what a lot of these do. I know Throat Spray, what makes your sound moves stronger or something. I'm not really sure, but if you are thinking that you could use one of these items on a team, there it is. Be excited for it. And lastly, the link cable is finally getting a change, so it is also easier to make it. It's also now teal, kind of to match the Ender Pearl color. So it's going to be 2 quartz, 2 copper, and an Ender Pearl, which I think is a great change because link cables are far and few between, hard to get. So glad to see that change. Definitely better than, I believe they had an absurd change in the April Fool's update I made a video on, which was very funny. But that's all stuff that's already ready. Like, they could just click a button and that could be in the mod right now. But as you can see, currently being worked on, there's a couple things that they are still working on now that they want in 1.5.3 and are not ready to push out. For example, Evolution Stone blocks. So you can see here the Dawnstone and Moonstone. The Moonstone one looks really good. I could see that being used in a lot of cool builds. But I'm sure they'll do one for everyone. So far, it looks like Chroma is only showing us the Dawn and Moonstone, which is really cool. You know, new Pokemon, which they don't tease really what is going to be in here, but we can see some later, maybe through other means. Some new Pokemon. More new structures, probably just one structure it says, but new structures to explore, just for more variety or exploration, which I think is a great thing. And that's all the 1.5.3. Now we're going to get into the main meat and bones of what 1.6 might look like. So there's 2 things that are confirmed for the new update. First and foremost is Cobblemon Fishing, which I could see as being very in-depth, considering how in-depth the berry system and everything was, and how in-depth the fossil system is, I could see Cobblemon fishing being the new in-depth thing that you really have to learn a lot about. But one of the coolest things, and I'll show you, and not maybe this whole video, is Cobblemon has unlisted, so you can't even see this on their channel. It has 9,000 views. It is a video showing the dev, I think it's Crab is the dev who posted this. And you can see grabbing apples, a fishing rod, and dive balls. And you're able to, I don't know if holding the lantern maybe gives a bonus, but look, you have all these different Pokeball, like, different rods, and then you could use a smithing table to make a Poke rod using a regular fishing rod and a Pokeball, and fish with that. And as you can see, they're able to fish up some stuff, including this cool looking Magikarp, which is what we see in this promo, which is from the game Magikarp Chump, believe it or not. There are all these different Magikarp patterns that you can find, like this, and I think that's a reference to these guys, which is super cool. But fishing looks like it's going to be really in-depth. I mean, look at all these different rods. Like, what will the effects be? Like, these all have to have a unique effect, and they've already sprited them, so, like, what do? Does a quick rod get you a fish faster, but a lure rod might, you know, give you a little boost in, you know, what an Ultra Ball rod give you a better catch rate, the Pokemon you catch? What does a Master Ball rod, does it catch immediately? Who knows? Do they have durability? I don't know. There's not too much to say on it. Coming soon, you know, it says Magikarp Jump Forms, a big wish cache, so there might be different weighted, and you can catch different weighted ones. I think this might be... I'm a little simp for fishing simulators. It's my favorite thing to do in, like, Animal Crossing is to fish. In Terraria, I love fishing. Minecraft, I don't love fishing. What's the point? Cobblemon might change that for me. The other thing, and I'm not sure how I feel about it because I don't know too much about Minecraft itself, just Cobblemon, is that the new update is slated to be from Minecraft 1.21, which would be interesting for servers to migrate and stuff. I know the last time that was a headache for me to do it by myself, but I am experienced now, so I think that'll be easier. But 1.2.1, the Tricky Trials update, so potentially we could be seeing some Cobblemon X dungeon-related content, which would be really sweet. And then there's a bunch of other minor stuff they're working on. Evolution particle effects will be really cool. Tool tips on things. Double battles in other formats, so doubles and triples, rotations, and quad free-for-alls could be a thing. I'll be honest, I, as a Pokemon fan, do not know if I've ever seen any quad free-for-all, even in, like, ROMs or like, fan games. You know, so this might be a Cobblemon exclusive. Somebody correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. That's sweet. So that's being currently worked on. Not slated for 1.6 quite yet. Again, these are only two. So everything I'm mentioning from now on, take with a grain of salt that it could be in 1.6, but could be in 1.6. Custom battles and bio music will be soon. So there'll be music for fighting in biomes, which would be awesome. Of course, TMs and type gems will be coming soon. I think the gems will help you get the TMs and something like that. I'm sure maybe it'll have a similar way of getting them like Scarlet and Violet, where you need to catch certain materials and some type gems. So if you want Aerial Ace, you'll need a bunch of feathers and a type gem, flying type gem, and a blank TM or something. Who knows? That's a good idea. If you comment devs, if you guys are wondering how to implement that still. Next will be the Pokédex, and they have this like digital notebook kind of thing, where there's like no pages, but you open it, it's like a digital book instead of like a Pokédex that they're stealing from Pokemon. I think it's a really cool idea to have like a unique Pokédex for Cobblemon. Keyboard navigation for GUIs. Please, that'd be so awesome to be able to not have to click on my PC. Ride Pokemon, you guys know we've been asking about for a long time. We've talked about it already on the channel that Ride Pokemon would be huge. Especially if it's like horses, where like maybe the faster your speed IV, the faster it moves. The faster your attack IV, maybe the faster it can attack. Like, if you have an Arcanine and it can use Flamethrower, maybe if that has a higher special attack, IV, it can do better. Similar to how horses in vanilla Minecraft can have different speed and stuff. A fullness mechanic so that Pokemon won't want berries after a while. Very interesting. I think that could be good because I think berries are a little busted. Breeding in nests. So we want breeding, obviously. Gonna happen. We talked about that before. Saccharine trees and lures or something I've not seen before. But this would let you make lures, maybe? Sweet sap to make lures to bring Pokemon to your area. I think that's... Get out of here, Creative Cloud. Nobody cares about you. That's something that's really cool. Bugwort and repels. So maybe that'll make Pokemon not spawn in an area, or they won't come into an area, like it's almost like a barrier block for them. I think that'd be sweet. It does say on here they'll stop them from spawning entirely. Evolution Stone boulders, so just like when you find an iron boulder underground, you get a lot of that. Trainers and gyms, and then more complex AI. I'm not really sure what they could do. Behavior for species, like maybe an Abra might run away from you. I don't know. That's something that they are doing. And there's a lot of stuff in the planning phase, which, you know, you guys can go to this link, Trello, Cobblemon progress, and look at them for yourselves. But another thing I want to look at is the official add-on content. So there is some stuff planned. So obviously we've already gotten the Pride Pavilion, which is super awesome. But there's some new stuff too, listed, currently being worked on for official add-ons. So biome-themed Pokemon centers are currently being worked on. Being able to catch Minecraft mobs in Pokeballs being worked on. And again, these are add-ons, not official content. And then there's some stuff that I'm not sure about. So there's this little mystery lion. And if there's any Cobblemon devs that want to leak what this is, it says, have you checked under the couch cushions? Don't know what that means. But it's been in the works for a month. You know, and this one, nom nom nom, I don't know what that means. Been in the works for a month. And there's some other ones. There's the devil emoji, the gamer emoji, and the weightlifting emoji that are all currently in the planning phase. But I'm really curious what that is. If you guys have any guesses, let me know what you guys think those might be in the comments down below. I'd love to see that. But for now, I want to take us into the Cobblemon Discord, because obviously we've already looked through it before. We have the code changes that you can see. So this most recent one from today at 7:10 p.m., which is about 3 hours ago for me, they added the Feebas family. So if I go into the site, I'm not sure if the merge in would be there. If I try to go to Gen 3 and scroll down to maybe find Feebas, maybe it's in there. Sometimes they don't get added to the... Oh, it is, yeah. So we can look at Feebas. I can grab its block bench model, download that, and I'll go to... I won't open the program. I'll just go to block bench. Whoops, that's the same thing. And if you're curious how I make my thumbnails, I usually use block bench to do it. And if I just drag this in here, that's what Feebas is looking like so far. And so, you know, we've seen cool stuff before. I'm actually going to take a quick picture of Feebas for this thumbnail. You guys are seeing me get the thumbnail ready right now. I've pre-looked at models before on this channel. But, you know, we might be able to see some more. I won't maybe pull them up in Blockbench. You can do that for yourself. I've just showed you how. And you can always tell what's new because it tells you what's the last update. For example, this right here. It does say added 15 mods and remodels to Gen 1, but I don't think there's 15 Pokemon that you could add to Gen 1. They should be all in there. But 2 weeks ago, and that was a ton of them. So, I mean, if you want to go through them. That's for another video. But that's a lot of the new mods that are coming to the mod. And I did scroll through the code changes, and I didn't see anything that wouldn't be on the Trello. There's usually a good update in the Trello. So, that's really about it. Cobblemon 1.6 is about to be huge. Not huge, but very good. If fishing is as in-depth as I think it's going to be, it might edge out 1.5 for my favorite update because I just love fishing and just turning on a YouTube video and fishing. You know, if you're fishing to my YouTube videos one day, let me know in the comments, in real life or in the actual Cobblemon game. Let me know what your guys' favorite change that you're excited for is from the Trello board. That's, you know, the main place that we're gonna see stuff. I'm really excited for fishing. That's gonna be a big, huge change for me that I'm really excited for. Of course, if you're excited, there'll be more. I'll show stuff off as it comes out. And if any devs give me permission to show anything off, you guys know it'll be right away. I'll be showing it off. But yeah, let me know what you're most excited for in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one, guys. We'll see you next time.